a Food Network legend, an author, and an enthusiast of many things. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Justin Warner! The man!
Hello, Chef.
Welcome to the show. Give it up for Justin, everyone. I gotta say, this is like ultimate drip that you've got on right now.
I know, I love this outfit.
Scotch.
I'm really jealous of it.
Why are these empty the one time we have a Food Network person on this show? Are you kidding me?
They didn't read the rider. Very simple.
Justin, welcome to the show, my friend. How does it feel to be on the craziest late night show ever?
I mean, electrifying. That was a callback.
It's a callback,
That was
great
good.
callback.
That was good.
Anytime, guys.
The running bit, yes. Now, you were like one of the coolest dudes ever. Like a Food Network star, an author, you even own 2 restaurants here in the Midwest. But...
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
Come on, somebody.
Not 1, but 2.
Now, I gotta ask this. You're not originally from the Midwest. You're from Maryland, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Maryland. Is one person from Maryland out there? Be really surprised.
All right, yeah. Thank you for coming. Wow.
Expletive, yeah.
Now, Justin, I gotta ask. Do you notice a difference between East Coast and Midwest?
He
What?
worked really hard on these questions. I just want you to know that. Like,
The next one
up
is, what's
all
your
night.
favorite color?
yeah.
My main thing is, okay, so there's a brown soda. It's not Dr. Pepper and it's not Coca-Cola because neither of them sponsored this, but lots of kids love it. What is that soda called? It's brown, it's not Coke, and it's not Dr. Pepper. It's not a cola product.
Look at a tab. Is that one?
Oh, really? Is it root beer?
What did you say?
Root beer.
Say it again.
Root beer.
Slowly.
Root beer.
Root beer.
You heard?
Root beer. Root beer.
What did I
Okay,
do?
so
Root beer.
what sound does a train make?
Toot.
How is toot? How is toot spelled?
T-O-O-T.
How is root spelled?
Root.
Are you trying to say we've been drinking farts? Is that what you're trying to get at?
No, I'm just saying that there are things that I have yet to have the ability to process, let alone assimilate into my vernacular.
I think maybe just
Yeah.
you saying I don't
Yeah.
like root beer probably would have
Yeah,
been.
like the top of a house. What's that?
The roof.
What?
The roof. You know, Santa
Kick him
Claus
out,
on
guys. He's not real. He's Canadian.
Hey.
So
What's
wait,
the
you'll
big deal,
say root and toot,
Root.
but you won't say roof. You say roof.
Roof. No, yeah. Roof. Santa Claus is on the roof. Ho, ho, ho.
But I know some of you out.
And then, root beer.
Now that you think about
yeah,
it, right?
root,
You're really
root.
thinking.
You got my noggin turning.
I'm really sorry.
Root beer.
Root. It's
Now,
not root, it's root. Right?
Now, this
you wanna
is-
expand your O's. Is that
But
what you're
when cats
doing?
try
Expand
and,
the O's, eh? Is that what you're trying to get at?
when you say it, it sounds like you're trying. You know, like you're like roots. Root.
That's how much I like root beer. I don't see the
they
problem.
say root. You're like, you okay?
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts, crackers. I don't care if they ever good because it's.
Root.
Root.
So you
root,
can
root.
say it, and you can say it naturally.
I feel like I'm going through a therapy session. Help me, Justin. Help me.
Can you guys give me a little?
I feel embarrassed.
Now, Justin, I gotta ask you, this kind of alludes to who you are. Would you call yourself a food, am I saying that word right?
I don't know. Are you?
Food, I don't know. I don't know what's real and what's not. There's no water in here. What's happening?
Certainly no scotch.
No.
Can we get some scotch, please?
Now, would you classify yourself as a food scientist of sorts? Like, you create some really out-of-the-box dishes, right?
Thanks. Yeah, I'm glad that I have that reputation. The main thing is that if you're into science, you're always asking the question why, and I like to ask why about food. And I also believe that the scientific method, the yada yada, hypothesis, so on and so forth.
Thesis, yeah.
You know, the main thing is like if you want to change something, you have to only change one variable at a time. You have to have a control and you have the variable. And I think that's actually a very helpful way to interpret the results of recipe development and progressive cooking and asking yourself, man, why did I mess this up?
You guys want to know what's so crazy? Justin, you actually taught yourself how to cook. You are a self-taught chef. Is this correct?
I mean, yeah, like I was in the early days of YouTube, like looking at people cooking. But, the main thing is like I like to eat. And if you ask, well, how did this chef achieve this result? You will say, well, they did this, this, and this to it. And so if you understand that braising is cooking something in liquid at a low temperature for a fairly long time, well, now you know how to do it.
Yes.
Because you understand what the word braise means.
He doesn't understand.
Braise.
He
Braise.
doesn't understand.
So like, when I have a box of cereal and it says, pour in bowl.
Right. At least you do that first
Or-
and not the milk first.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
I'm not that crazy, Justin.
Got it. Well, I thought this was the craziest late night show.
Yeah.
Our next game is pouring milk into the bowl first. Now, here's what's also super cool is you have a book about this called Laws of Cooking and How to Break Them.
Yeah. Thanks for adding that.
Yes, this book is all about like breaking the norms of cooking, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like I didn't realize this, but it's really old. It's a collector's item. I'm surprised you even got the GIF. It's like JPEG. Sorry, it's like a little pre-internet.
There's a moving one?
Yeah,
Is that what you're trying to say? Have you cracking the egg?
Yeah. You didn't have the budget for it. But.
No, we
Yeah.
didn't.
We had to get you out here,
Barely
and then
have-
we were done. Like that was it.
It's a boomerang. The egg goes up and down, and I go.
Justin,
Anyway, I get it.
must I remind you?
No, I reminded you.
We have Little Caesars
Multiple
in the
times.
back, smoke and mirrors, like I said.
No, the Little Caesars was a real high point. That I meant that very nicely.
He walked in. He's just like, "This is perfect."
Yeah, this is perfect.
You're gonna get home and you're gonna be like, "How was late night Boomin?" Well, they had Little Caesars.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the idea here is that I take foods that you probably know about, you've probably had. I just had a son. He's a year and a half. My wife's right out there in the crowd.
Come on, somebody.
My hero. It took me 6.5 minutes to find you.
Just
Sorry. So I've been feeding him a lot of PB&J, right? And if you
Classic.
think about it, that's one of the very first complex foods that we learn how to eat. Jelly, kind of the opposite of peanut butter. You have rich, creamy peanut butter, fruity, slightly acidic, sweet jelly.
Mm-hmm.
You put them together. You put them between two things. You give it some canvas to spread out this painting, this war between two flavor factions.
It's bread. I'm so sorry. I'm
Peanut
so sorry,
butter
chef.
and
I'm so
jelly.
sorry. I said that quite. I tried to.
It's bread.
peanut butter and jelly.
It's
a
like, I don't like
Netflix
this guy. What is he-
documentary
Well,
by
I'm
Justin
trying to
Lawyer.
be a poet.
I know
about
you said it
this.
very beautifully, and I ruined
Thanks.
it.
It's
like,
okay.
I see some
really
people
did.
crying, shedding tears out there.
I get it. He's cutting onions, bro. What are you
Oh,
doing?
yeah.
I know you're a fan. But anyway, the idea here is that you can learn a lot from those simple things. What is pizza if not fruity tomato sauce, fatty cheese, and something to spread it on? What is a lot of Italian cooking if not something fruity, something fatty, and something to spread it on?
And so you break down these concepts in this book.
Yeah. Do we really only have 9 seconds?
Well, you know,
No, just ignore that.
that's just for fun.
Oh, they stopped the clock for me?
Yeah, that's just for fun. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So we could, we have like 5 hours.
It's late night booming, right? Late night.
Yeah,
Now-
you guys broke the budget on the chair. I
Wait.
could sit here all day.
It
Isn't
is
it fantastic?
Is it not
Yeah.
nice?
Yeah.
People have fallen asleep
You
in
should
it
try. Have you
before.
tried the couch?
I don't know
The couch
why.
is nice too.
Yeah, that's why we keep the taser here. Now, Justin, I gotta ask you. You used to be a waiter, correct?
Yeah.
In the early days, you waited.
At one time, I thought I was the greatest waiter alive.
Can I ask you about that? What are some tips on getting good tips as a waiter? What was your
Man.
strategy going in?
Bro, that's a big question.
We got any waiters out there or people who have waited before? Okay, yeah.
So
all right.
sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, it happens. Okay, so thing one is you have to be a little judgmental, and that hurts. and it's not good
Yeah.
until you realize you're right and you make more money doing it.
Oh, whoa.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you might have to make some snap decisions based on somebody's demeanor, their posture, how they're holding themselves. You know, for example, when in my restaurants, I don't like to see people like this. That's an expectant pose. It's that you're waiting on something. You know, that's what you do when the bus is late. You know, like, that's not what you do when somebody's about to give you money. You know? So I try and I hold myself like that, but if somebody walks in and they're like this, something is obviously wrong.
Yeah.
So we need to HWC that, handle with care. And so every now and then I'll HWC a guest if they might have had a bad interaction previously, or if they sent us an email that was unhinged.
Now, there's like lots of different types of waiters too.
Yeah.
Like there's always the one that like tries to be the super cool waiter. You know, he's always going like this. When he comes up to your table, he's like, all right, guys, what can we get started with tonight, huh? What can I get? He's like sitting in the booth with you.
Those are the ones with the flair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
maybe you couldn't guess. That's not me. Like, I don't, no offense, but like I don't want to get any closer to most anyone. You know, like.
I'll call you from the front desk. You tell me your order.
At first, I thought you were gonna like reverse straddle the chair.
Turn it around.
Like, that's how cool of a waiter you are.
Yeah. So you decided to come.
Like pull up like J.C. Slater or something.
Yeah.
Like this action. Yeah.
Like that one Star Trek character.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so anyway, I don't know. I think if you really want to make better tips, you got to empathize with the guest. You got to figure out what their needs are before they know what their needs are.
Yeah.
And, you know, that might be some good old-fashioned late-night comedy. That might be absolute, you know, servitude. It might be telling them a brief history about the breed of Duroc pork. You know, it could be any number of things. You know,
Is there anything? Yeah.
you gotta
very common,
have
three
a
things.
good arsenal. That's probably the
Have
other.
that one in the back pocket.
The other tip,
It's
you know,
important.
well, like
There
a
you
boss
go, the
once told
holster.
me, you know, you should read the news every day so you can better understand your guest.
Small talk. It really helps with the small talk.
Yeah, and news is like the step after weather, right?
Yeah.
Like, affects us all, but is less boring.
Yes.
Right.
You get past the weather.
Still boring.
It's cloudy out today, but
Yeah.
You
How
know?
about them?
This rain, we needed this. Yeah.
Yeah, in Rapid
No?
City, man,
Okay.
it'd be great if it wasn't so windy. It's windy every day, guys.
Yep.